Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, that Finland, this late hour, has compromised to at least sell out Simon Ekpa. Compromising is another word anyway, but I don't see it coming because what I told people earlier was that Finland was not only trying to prank on Nigeria, but actually, thoroughly pranking, precisely pranking on Nigeria. Why? Finland has actually promised the whole world that they can never surrender their citizen, Simon Ekpa. It is not possible. Simon Ekpa, let me tell you, he's no longer a Nigerian citizen because he has returned every ticket, every document that made him a Nigerian. He returned his gold medal to the country called Nigeria. So he's not enjoying dual citizenship anymore. See, solely Simon Ekpa is a Finnish citizen. And what is coming to play out later about his, dualizing his citizenship is when Biafra is in place. Yes, if Biafra has come now, officially recognized by United Nations, by all the countries of the globe, that is when Simon Ekpa will come out with dual citizenship again. His citizenship with Nigeria is marked bad. Yes, he has denounced it, and is living in Finland currently. And then again, it sours the heart of Donald Trump, of Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, that Finland, this late hour, has compromised to at least sell out Simon Ekpa. Anyway, we've seen what happened when the Serena Abisiena, the Finnish ambassador to Nigeria, had a closed door meeting with Bianca Ono and Tinubu, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the Nigerian president. And Bola Ahmed Tinubu was like telling the Siena, the Finnish ambassador, that Simon Ekpa is the one standing in between Finland and Nigeria. Battering or severing the diplomatic relationship between the two countries, which is a blatant lie. Yes, Simon Ekpa has not done anything. He is in Finland doing his agitation business. It's a business that Nnamdi Kanu was doing, a transaction that many indigenous people of Biafra in diaspora are doing. Even the Igbo man in Nigeria, that is IPOP in Nigeria, are doing it. In the southeastern Nigeria, they are doing it. Everybody is campaigning for Biafra to see the way from Nigeria. It is not only Simon Ekpa. And now they accuse him of many, criminalities in the southeastern Nigeria, which of course, if you ask me, they have not been able to substantiate. Yes, those evidences have not been at least, substantiated. They are just accusing him for nothing. It's an allegation, blank one, blank allegation. And what Netanyahu is trying to do is to make sure that the agreement, what has been as an agreement in the Bible many centuries ago, must actually play out, at least come to happen or pass this present time. Why? What am I saying? The Jews all over the world coming together under Israel. The white Jews are there. They are trying to meet up with Bible's apocalypse, that time shall come when the Jews all over the world, both the red skin, the white skin, the mulatto Jews, the black Jews, are coming together as one. And that is when the New Jerusalem will come. I'm telling you, that is the end of all ages. The New Jerusalem is now under construction. They have actually sacked all the foreigners, the strangers in New Jerusalem. The Arab, the Palestinians, the Iran, all the Arabs in Jerusalem, they have actually vacated Jerusalem. The New Jerusalem is coming, and I believe it has started under this Benjamin Netanyahu administration. Benjamin has actually fought almost 8 countries to make sure that he disposed at least, send packing all the occupants, Arab occupying Gaza, West Bank, in the Middle East. And he has succeeded. When he fought Yemen, he fought Syria, fighting Lebanon, he fought the Palestinians, fighting Iran and Iraq. And successfully, Israel prevailed on them. So that is the coming together of all the Jews. And you can see how Israel has blacklisted actually, obviously, Finland, because they have, sold out Simon Ekpa.
Okay. But yesterday we said the EU will not allow Finland to deprive Simon Ekpa of his human rights.
Yes.
But we've seen where it was said that the EU were the one even instigating or even putting pressure on the Finnish government to do the needful as regards Simon Ekpa. And at the same time, we even heard CDS Musa himself come out to say that EU are there watching why Simon Ekpa is constituting nuisance. That was before he was arrested. I think in an interview with Arise TV, Ekpa constituting nuisance in Finland, doing whatever he's doing, causing a problem here in the southeast where is there in Finland. What do you not think the EU?
Don't mind Christopher Musa. Christopher Musa has never been able to prove his, guilty. No, prove his innocence in this matter of insecurity in the southeastern Nigeria beyond reasonable doubt. You know why? The Nigerian military are the one disaliving the youth in the southeast. How could you be shooting, at least killing, spying on armed youths in Igbo land?
Yes,
yes, it is too bad. They are buying innocent youth on armed persons. If you buy armed criminals, good. If you go to eastern Nigeria and confront Biafra liberation, good. We'll actually know that you are doing the right thing. But this one is unarmed persons, unarmed women, both housewives, both male farmers in their farmland. They will join forces with Fulani headers, buying everybody in Igbo land. It is uncalled for. And this Christopher Musa is seen. He knows all this thing. It is because of hate of Igbos. Igbophobia is the one. That's why he could not see that the military forces, the Nigerian military forces are at least committing genocide in Igbo land. Actually, if Christopher Musa knows that what Nigerian military forces are doing in southeastern Nigeria is right, he should honor the invitation by ICC to go there and explain to them. You are needed there, go and explain. Buhari must go there, Brutai must go there, and all of you. If you are right, if you go there with all the evidences brought by the Biafran people to the court, ICC, if you're not found guilty or culpable, you can come back to this part of the world free. But if you go there and it's actually obvious that you committed those, at least, those allegations, you are guilty of those allegations, you will have yourself at least blamed. Because international law must, get hold of you. So if Christopher Musa knows that what he's doing is right, he should go to ICC and explain to them. But let me tell you, friend, you know what? Finland will never forget. Finland is playing prank on Nigeria. I'm saying it. They are pranking on Nigeria. Within a short period, people will say, I said it. They are pranking on Nigeria. Simon Ekpa is not going anywhere. Simon Ekpa is having a big win. Why? And how? Gumi has come out to say that Nigerian government and the southeastern governors should procure arms, dangerous one, for Igbo youths to begin to fight IPOB. Do you know what it means? To throw that region into another armed struggling, bloody chaos. You see, that kind of suggestion is enough for federal government of Nigeria and southeastern governors to campaign for arrest of Sheikh Pig Gumi. He's not supposed to make such statements because we're Igbos. Fulani want to, yes, they want to use that as a balance to enter Igbo land for Fulanization and Islamization. If Igbos could procure arms against themselves, it means that things has fallen apart again in the southeastern Nigeria, a situation whereby all the Mali Fulanis in West Africa, Senegal and Gambia, Futajelon areas, all those Sahel countries where Fulanis are coming from, will infiltrate Igbo land and destroy Igbo land. We cannot do that. We cannot do that. Igbo man, I know that Simon Ekpa will have no reason ever not to prevail on both Finland and Nigeria. That's my take.
Okay. Well, there's a prevailing rumors of Mali, Niger and Burkina Faso working together with Biafra underground, the secret plot.
Yeah.
Do you think this will work out?
No, it has actually worked out because the kind of diplomatic relation between Nigerian president, Malian president, Burkina Faso, that's Ibrahim Traore, and the rest of the Francophone countries in West Africa recently. I think we are getting there because France is not going to hold, any region, any country again in West Africa. France is failing, and they are failing. They have failed in Gabon, they have failed in Burkina Faso, they have failed in Mali, they have failed in Niger, even Senegal. So they are joining forces to support Biafra is a welcome idea. During the war, all those French-speaking countries, they are with us, except Chad and Niger. Cameroon was actually with us until Nigeria promised them Bakassi Peninsula, which they, of course, wanted to deny during Obasanjo regime. They went to international court, and actually Cameroon carried the day. So what I'm trying to say is that we actually open our arms to embrace, accept, allow these French-speaking countries to be part of us in this struggle. Nigeria has lost bearing, just like a rolling stone that gathers no moss. I don't think Nigeria will have any say, any authority or prerogative to oppress, suppress, or marginalize Biafran people again.
Okay. And lastly, Anifere has come out to tell Tinubu to release Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally. He said it's time to let Nnamdi Kanu go. Ayo Adebanjo has finally come out to say that Tinubu should release Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally, yes, without delay.
Tinubu has special hatred for Igbo man. That's why he's turning his back on that call to release Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, you know, no, let me say, passion at all for Igbo man. He is a highly tribalized Yoruba leader who has actually failed the Yorubas, battered and destroyed the legacy Awolowo left before he, went to the beyond. Because if actually he has interests of Igbos at heart, I don't see reasons behind his, letting Igbo off the hook and still allowing Nnamdi Kanu to be languishing in, in confinement since, let me say, 3-4 years now. So, Adebanjo, I think that Afenifere chieftain has been a good man, piloting himself as a good elder, an elder that has the interests of the Yorubas at heart, the interests of other, sister tribes of the Yorubas, especially Igbo, and at heart, he seemed to be a man, a nationalist, an elderly statesman that has been at least fighting for the Igbos, fighting for the Yorubas and the rest of the ethnicities in Nigeria. He should follow the instruction that Baba has given him, I mean Tinubu. Bola Ahmed should also understand that politics can never take him to heaven, to have a rest where he lives here. As he has been committing all manners of, impunities, criminalities, hates and wickedness with impunity, I think if he lives here, Karma is waiting, and he should not forget heaven, because all that man commits here, the punishment awaits for you there. So Tinubu should not consider everything in life political, should be politicized. No. Allowing Nnamdi Kanu to be languishing in jail has labeled him the most corrupt, wickedest president has ever ruled Nigeria.
It is time that I enjoy what God has given to me. It is time that we all stand up. I am using this opportunity to help to all Africans. It is time. These white people have used us too much. They don't enjoy our property too much. Enough is enough. Let them. It is time to cut off their. Let's give them short sleeve. Short sleeve. Give them short sleeve. Let them hands off from our properties. It is the high time we come together and have one currency. It is the high time we come together as an African leader and realize whom as Africans. It is the high time that we realize that 70% of uranium that they are using to produce nuclear weapons come from African soil. It is the high time development come to Africa, not Oyibos using it to develop their country and leave us in darkness. It is high time we enjoy 95 to 100% of what we produce in our continents. Enough is enough. Colonialism should come to an end. Remember, in 1887.
Okay, good morning. Okay, finally, we've seen a channel on YouTube called Okute Daily has come out and said that there's a secret agenda of Burkina Faso, Niger, Mali, coming to assist the Biafrans, are coming to help the Biafra nation. That is a secret, but Ngozi not coming out to say it. That doesn't mean that it's not true. That it is true, but there's a secret in place for this to happen.
Or Sahel countries. Let me tell you this. I want to correct one thing. Sahel people are no longer ECOWAS. They are no longer partnering with ECOWAS. There are people, a country, a city of their own, of themselves. The people who is standing out for self-determination and self-leadership and self-freedom. To be free from all this European cage, European domain, and European dungeon. So they want to liberate themselves. Are you hearing me? So, yes, the women have met with them, have met with them, have reacted with them, and they have agreed. Because when you see a moving train, it is good to join it. Yes. It is good to follow a moving train that knows where it's going to. Yes. Than to follow an aeroplane that will crash on the way. So Sahel is a country, a continent, a set of government or governance that knows where they are heading to. They are that train that is moving. While Nigeria is that aeroplane that is heading to crash. You understand? You don't have to wait until they come to tell you, it's not done like that. Most of the time because she's too busy, to be attending to every matter that you hear. The man that have said it where you saw it is real. And it is a very good information, a very good movement. It is a very good idea. It is a very good collaboration. Because when you listen to this young man from Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traore, you will know that this young man, funny enough, let me beat your imagination today in case you don't know. Let me give you a concrete, hint information. Do you know that that man remained the only African president that was invited, including Biafra? The reason why he did not go was as a result of the evil plan of the French against Burkina Faso. Because any movement, reckless movement he make can even give an opportunity to his enemies to overthrow him, for him not to achieve that goal. Remember, this was the game and the mistake that Libyans made in the days of Gaddafi. Today the Libyans are crying over that. They are crying so seriously. You understand? Because had it been they knew that what they are facing today is what they are going to see after fighting Gaddafi or taking the life of Gaddafi, they wouldn't have embarked on that the atrocity which they did, they carried out that time. You understand? That was why Ibrahim Traore did not go. Not that he was not invited. He was given that honor. The only Africa and Biafra that such honor was given by Donald Trump. So this movement I've shown to you and I, let me tell you this, it is the high time we begin to stand up as an African leaders. It is the high time that we, the African leaders and the Africans, need to enjoy what God has blessed us with. Listen and listen good. Oyibos have been taken. Let me tell you what they are using to produce nuclear weapons. That is the uranium. 70% of it come from African soil. But yet, do you know what happened? Africa remains undeveloped while they are developed. They will come back, they will call you and I poor and wretched people. They are the people who tell you say Donald Trump no go feel look for visa from Africa. But because we the Africans, our leaders don't know what they have. They don't know what they have, they don't know the needful, and they don't know the useful. They don't value it and they don't value life. Had they been the value and the value life, they will not be taking our money, rooting our money, and taking it to Europe to go and do what? And don't fit it there. Europeans will be using our money to do what? To invest and to make their own country a better place. and they will keep you and I in that. Do you get what I'm saying? They will put you and I in darkness, while they themselves will be growing. You see, that is the reason why this time around that all this nonsense should stop. We need people like Ibrahim Traore that will waken up other African leaders, that will waken up the Africans all over, that will waken up people, their spirit, so that we really understand and know the kind of people and the kind of things that God has blessed us with. Then it is time for us to begin to make use of what God has given to us and use it to make this country and to make this continent a better continent so far in the world, because God has richly blessed us. Let me tell you, the glory of the France and British is from what they make here from in Africa. They don't have anything, but they are shining, claiming world power, building themselves, building everything around them, and they are making me and you as poor as this nation, people, set of people. Whereas they are the one enjoying what I have, because we have bad leaders. Because our leaders are wicked, they are greedy, and they are self-centered. They don't care about you and I. Once they come and bring out their foreign currency and give it to them, once they look at it and see that it will be better for their own children and for themselves, that was all. And they don't care about him, they don't care about him, and they don't care about me, nor you. They are just self-centered. And that is why now, glory be to God for God bringing people like Mazen Namdekano, people like Betrayal Ibrahim, the people that are firm in power now and decided to say no to the marginalization of the Oyibos, intimidation of the Oyibos. Do you know that as Cameroon is a 70 country, but do you know that their currency is being handled and controlled and managed by France? Do you know that the central bank of Cameroon, their central bank is located in France, not in Cameroon? Even Burkina Faso, even Mali, even Niger here. The French are still controlling their resources, their finance and everything, even controlling them. And they are still under control, even Nigeria here. Once you come out from the Tinker Island, that you're this thing you think, the British are earning 65% or more. Everything you make in Nigeria every year, British enjoy 65 to 85% of it, better than you that owns it. You understand? And all these things are the things we need to come out now. We need to stop it. It is time that I enjoy what God has given to me. It is time that we all stand up. I am using this opportunity to help to all Africans. It is time. These white people have used us too much. They don't enjoy our property too much. Enough is enough. Let them. It is time to cut off their. Let's give them short sleeve. Short sleeve. Give them short sleeve. Let them hands off from our properties. It is the high time we come together and have one currency. It is the high time we come together as an African leader and realize whom we are as Africans. It is the high time that we realize that 70% of uranium that they are using to produce nuclear weapons come from African soil. It is the high time development come to Africa, not Oyibos using it to develop their country and leave us in darkness. It is high time we enjoy 95 to 100% of what we produce in our continent. Enough is enough. Colonialism should come to an end. Remember, in 1887, during the time of ending of slavery in America, they called them, I don't know if you remember, whether it's this man that used it to sing, KKK. What is this American musician? You understand? He used it to make a song. You understand? That KKK are the people who fought against enslavement, against slavery. They don't want to continue it. In 18, go and do your findings, 1887. You understand? There was a serious war in America, 1887, over this. And why is it that even as I speak to you, that the British and the French and others, Belgium, are still, you know, intimidating, controlling, and still enslaving Africa? Enough is enough. The time has come, like I earlier said, to give them short sleeve. Let's begin to manage what God has given to us. It is our property. God has blessed us. Let's use it and let's enjoy it. It is time that our leaders to come to their normal senses. And those that are not ready should be wiped out, shift them out, and let the better ones take over for us to enjoy and for our children unborn to enjoy as well.
We didn't accept.
That is the problem, and that is where the angle somebody like Putin is coming from. It is time to help African leaders. It is time to help Africans. As he was doing this, he has never for one day. Look at the repression he gave to Niger, Senegal, Burkina Faso, Mali. As I speak to you now, in Congo, now, do you know that they are burning Belgium this day? Do you know that in Rwanda and which other place now, they are burning France flag and every property of France, they are chasing them away. How? Because they have come to their normal senses that actually what Mazen Namdekano was pointing at was true. And now they need their total freedom. So they need freedom and they want to free themselves from that mess. You understand me? So these are the reasons. All this nonsense should stop.